Well, good afternoon. How you doing from Pattaya Beach, Thailand? I'm at the Tropicana Hotel. Just a little last-minute trip. Bourne is busy with the family this weekend, and I was just bored kicking back. Never stayed here before. I'm normally at the one. It's just a cheapy trip, the Holiday Inn Express, but it, for whatever reason, was like 90 bucks a night, which is crazy. Even the Holiday Inn here on Beach Road was 120. But I just, every now and then will go with a cheaper place. I'm not big on $15 a night hotel rooms, but this place was $34, I think. And then she said, yeah, I gave you a little upgrade. Take my shoes off here, the patio room. So that's nice. Bed's pretty comfortable. Your standard bathroom and toilet, bathtub. And a balcony overlooking the pier. So all in, $67 for 2 nights with the tax, VAT, whatever it is. That's on Agoda. I keep saying it. I need to get my act together and get an Agoda link. Many YouTubers will say, use my link, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, and they toss me a few Agoda miles. So yeah, I should do that. And right on the other side of those trees is Beach Road, and the baht bus is just running up and down the street. So I'm just hanging out for a couple of days. I don't know. I don't have any plans. I might go from here to Rayong and head out to Koh Samet and see what the diving conditions are right now. Again, I'm just kind of going with the flow. Yeah, this place is okay. You're not going to mix it up with the Intercontinental or the Hilton here on Beach Road anytime soon, but it's nice and clean. And the price is right. You know it's a fine quality hotel when you walk in and there's a price list for everything. Washcloth, 100 baht. Towel, 300 baht. Just in case you, I guess, get a little light-handed. They're going to call you out at check-in. Now, I did have to put 500 baht cash down. Normally it's 1,000, and it's normally cash. Well, here's another little pool over here. All right, so my room's over here in the second pool. So just expect that. It's a little more common in other places, pretty much every other place, to use a credit card for deposit, but I'm okay with putting that cash deposit down. Now here's the breakfast. I didn't get it. I think she said it's 300 baht. I normally just sleep through it, and it's your basic hot dogs and eggs. So we'll see. This coffee shop says 6 in the morning till 10, then a la carte from 10 till 2. So again, a place like this is fine. Couple of you and your buddies coming into town and y'all want separate rooms. Me, I like to sleep till noon. Other people like to get up at the crack of dawn. And this won't break the bank. I guess I'm hoping this is a black bottom pool. It's fairly dark. There's nobody in it. Now she did say the pool closes at 7, which I like coming back late. 11 at night, that kind of thing, and jumping in the pool. And maybe it's not that heavily enforced. Well, this says they're open till 9. Oh no, pool closed 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. All right, my room's one of these up here. Yeah, we stayed at a place, Bourne and I, in Jomtien not long ago, and that was kind of the funnest part of the trip, was coming back to the room at 11:30. That's not super late, but the pool was just packed and the bar was open. Swim up bar. Good times. The Tropicana. Like the old school Tropicana in Vegas. Every time I come visit Pattaya, I get demonetized, and I'm super careful not to show any, I try not to show any ladies, but I think the algorithm just picks up certain streets and certain areas around Pattaya, and they, what do you call it, they put a strike on it or demonetize it. If you're unaware, just like old school television, the ads you watch, and a lot of people are even unaware of that. They'll say, hey Joe, I like your channel, but you sure put a lot of ads on there. Well, it's not me, it's YouTube. It's all about AdSense. And I do longer form videos, so every 4 minutes they'll oftentimes run an ad. That's why that is a very popular video length, a little over 8 minutes, so you can get 2 ads in there. And I'm not gonna say I don't want the ads, because that's how we make a little bit of beer money. It just like television, it's free to watch, but you watch the commercials. Now you can do the YouTube Premium, and if you are in Thailand, it's much cheaper than the United States. I think I pay 160 baht a month. I think it's cheaper. I don't know. I've never had the YouTube television. I don't watch a lot of television, but I have other ways to watch all the channels and games over here with the different internet services. I think Soy 6 is off to the right, so even just saying that might get me demonetized. It's kind of like, let's strike first, and then you have to put in for a review. Somebody will watch the video and probably say, yeah, there's nothing going on there, but 99% of videos, when they mention that certain soy, they're showing all kinds of shenanigans. And I'm no prude. That's a part of Thailand, and it's like Vegas to me. Going down some of those crazier streets and all the neon, it's a trip. But I get it. Chevy truck, they don't necessarily want to run their ads in between more adult themed videos. The Hilux champ, that's a Toyota, right? Kind of some small tires for such a heavy duty looking truck. And this is very popular over here too, the Toyota Yaris. I always told myself I'm not in a big hurry to get a car over here, but I'm starting to kind of get the itch. I'm certainly getting my license soon. I've just put that off and off. But being able to just drive to all points at the drop of a hat, that's kind of my style. We rent a lot of cars, but just having your own ride, I don't know, maybe I'll talk myself out of it, but I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to get my boundaries exactly where I'm at. Okay, well, there's the Holiday Inn up the way. We stayed there. That was a beautiful hotel. I have the IHG credit card. I do push my credit cards, my travel credit cards, the links. I need to double check them and make sure they're working. You can shoot me a comment if it says the link is broken. For whatever reason, I have to change the links like every 2 or 3 weeks. They just keep changing them. But basically, if you're in the United States and you want the IHG credit card, Intercontinental Hotel Group, it's Holiday Inn. If you use my link, I get 10,000 points, I believe, and you get the same offer at no extra cost. So I'd appreciate that. Moom Thai Thai restaurant. I think we ate there a while ago. I'm gonna walk up this way and just enjoy the evening. It's still pretty warm. I think it's a little after 6. Oftentimes you'll get on just that, what just went by, a baht bus, and it'll go from one dive shop to another in Pattaya, and then the same in Jamtien, and then you all go down to Bang Sarai and do a 3-tank dive or whatever you've arranged. Even if you're a little rusty or you only have 10 dives under your belt, it's really not that much more expensive to hire your own private dive master. But I've never did that, but the few times, I probably should have a few times, I was extra rusty, but the times I've gone around here, it's usually a small group anyhow. So it'll be maybe 4 divers and 1 dive master, and I'm always the weakest link. It's always rescue diver, former Navy SEAL, and me with limited number of dives. I'm an advanced open water, but I'm not trying to prove anything. I go right to the dive master, give him a nice tip, and and say, yeah, keep an eye on me. I'm gonna run out of air before everybody. And it's low season. There are still a ton of people walking up and down Beach Road here. There are just so many bars when you watch the different YouTube channels. Yeah, you might be the only person kicking back, or 2 or 3 people. There are visitors here. It's just during the high season, everything's packed, and the high season's more around Christmas time. The rain eases off and even gets cool for a couple of 2 or 3 weeks if you're lucky. But right now it's not too bad. When the sun goes down, the temperature drops a good 10 degrees, maybe even 15 degrees. Now, if you've never been here, these baht buses, they're 10 baht. You don't talk to the driver. Most of them, if I just stand right here, they'll even honk the horn like, hey, do you want to get on? You're supposed to get on at a bus stop, which I think that's a bus stop right there. I was going to say they're normally yellow X's like that, but that's kind of a small one and somebody's parked in it. But anyhow, just flag the guy down, pull over, don't speak with him, jump in the back, and they'll go in a big circle down Beach Road. Then I think they come up, is it 2nd Road? I think. Just a big circle. Now sometimes at the end of the line, after they've completed the big circle, they might pull over and say, hey, you got to pay another 10 baht. But okay, it's not a tour bus to sit on for hours and hours. But if you speak to the driver and say, hey, how much to go down to Walking Street? There's another buzzword that might get me demonetized. He might say 100 baht, and then he takes off. You've now hired a taxi, not a baht bus. So don't talk to him. Just get on and buzz when you want to get off. And if the baht bus is packed, just wait 10 seconds and another one will come along. Now you'll see people standing on the back of them. There's a little, let's see when one comes by here, there's a little rail and you can hang on, and I did it myself. It's kind of fun. Technically, I think it's illegal. See the little rail there? You can stand up on it. And there is a police station right up there. The big hotel, or the larger building you see, that's the Hilton at the, it's a Central something mall. It keeps changing. I think it's Central Festival. I don't know. It used to be Central Festival. But right at the base there is the police station. I think it's Soi 9. And sometimes they'll yell at people for standing up on those rails. But mainly, they wait for people zipping by on motorbikes and nabbing people for license checks, and certainly for no helmet. Just a reason to pass out tickets. You should be wearing a helmet and you should have a license. But if you're not doing either of those things, well, don't drive through that police checkpoint. Yeah, see, this is the quote-unquote bus stop. I don't know what that other checker deal was. But like I say, most of those guys are looking to get as many riders on as they can, and you can see there's just dozens and dozens, one after another. So just stand in here like this, they'll toot the horn. Oh, he flashed the lights. Hey, do you want to get on? I want your 10 baht. Again, flashing the lights, tooting the horn, don't talk to the guy. And as I'm walking down the road, just one motorbike, like this guy in the orange vest, motorbike taxi after another. Jump on one of these guys if you're kind of in a hurry, you just want to get from here to Treetown and that kind of thing, rather than take the baht bus down Beach Road and then have to walk up wherever, Soi Diana or whatever you're going to do to get to Treetown. These guys will just take you door to door. But the baht bus is just kind of the way to go to zip around town fast and cheap. Here's the Hard Rock Cafe and hotel. It's packed. Again, it's a Friday evening and all kinds of different groups and all start pouring in from Bangkok. There may even be some kind of convention. This is a big convention type hotel. They're enjoying this beautiful 6 p.m. And I have to keep talking over this copyrighted music, but here's just a little peek at the menu. And you can also use Bolt and Grab, just like in Bangkok. As a matter of fact, it's what I prefer. I don't know what it's supposed to cost from here to there. Here in Pattaya, in Bangkok, I kind of do. So I'll oftentimes walk up to a motor taxi guy and just offer a little bit more if I know it's 68 baht. on Bolt, I might say, hey, 80 baht, and 99% of the time it'll just get us moving, and I'm not waiting 3 or 4 minutes for a bike. But if you don't know the price, they might throw out a 200 baht, and you all agree on 160 when 80 baht could have got the job done. I know it's all nickel and dime, but there's no sense paying 3 times the going rate. There's the mobile toilet truck. I'm sure there's a 10, 20 baht fee, something. Just in my short walk for the last 10 minutes, I am seeing a ton of Japanese and Korean tourists. Not so much Chinese folks. They kind of go in waves, and I think it's down right now for whatever reason. I don't know, the economy, or a tour boat sank and took out 15 Chinese people, and that keeps 1 million from going for the next half a year. I don't know. I think I heard there was some kind of terrible accident a while back, so maybe that's keeping the numbers down. I'm not sure. If we go up to Walking Street or Bali High, you'll find, now these aren't Chinese folks, but you'll find these huge buses and the large group of tourists following the flag. They're generally not out wandering around like I am. They'll be in groups going on the bus, taking to Bali High. They go on a dinner cruise, then back on the bus to a Chinese-owned hotel. It's very, very, it's very, very tour-centric with a lot of those folks. And there's also a lot of talk on all these Pattaya YouTube channels about all the Indian tourists in town, and I'm not going to get into it. I think there's room for everybody to visit if it's Pattaya or Bangkok, but yeah, it can get a little strange sometimes when 8 guys come in and they order 1 beer sometimes and just sit there using the pool table for hours. So I get it. Now, a lot of folks, Indian folks, are hanging out down on Walking Street these days. There's even Indian discos, but I was listening to a YouTuber, Buzzin' Pattaya, a good guy, Trevor, and he was talking about just that. Or actually, he was talking to a guest, and he mentioned at one of these Indian, I'll call it a disco, go-go bar, whatever you want, at Walking Street, they charge 440 baht for a Heineken because they know a lot of these guys are only going to buy one. So if you're going to be like me and buy more than one, that might not be the place to go. It's a beautiful sunset. I'm at the end of Pattaya Klang and Beach Road. And I just jumped on this bot bus where I wasn't supposed to. I think this is a motorcycle lane over there I was standing in, but like I say, he pulled over, I jumped on in 2 seconds. No harm, no foul. And you can see the buzzers. There's one there, there's one there. You hit the buzzer, he'll pull over when it's safe. Walk up, hand him your 10 baht. And I always try to keep all my 20s and my change set aside just for that. These guys are working hard and pulling over in traffic. They don't want to be breaking even 100, but they will. And there's the Red Cat. You can see a lot of these places are packed for that sunset view. Here's the police station. It doesn't appear to be a checkpoint right now, but it is very, very common. Central Pattaya Mall. All right, I thought it was a Central Festival. I think the name is flip-flopped over the years. And they have the newish Terminal 21 up by Northern Pattaya, up by the bus station. And the beautiful, was it a Hilton Hotel is above the Central Mall. And even for a more 5-star hotel, 150 bucks, under 200 will get it done. Often. You come on New Year's Eve, all bets are off. It's probably closer to 1,000 bucks. One last shot at the sunset as I'm heading inland. I think I'm going to head over to the Treetown area. I've stayed here. It's really close to that Pattaya Dive Center. Again, nothing fancy. You're sure not going to confuse it with a 5-star hotel. He's having fun, but it's affordable, right in the center of things. I'll stay there sometimes when I arrive, like right now, 6, 7 o'clock at night, and I'm going diving in the morning, and I don't want to be out carrying on. It's not really a great idea to go hammer a bunch of beers the night before you go diving. It's a bit of a walk. This is a perfect opportunity for a motorbike, but I'm in the mood for a walk. I'm going up Soi 11. I'm going to pop out on, is it? Yeah, Second Road, and then I have to keep walking past Kiss Foods up. I think I'm going to come out around Soi Diana, and I'll go up and be close to LK Metro, another big party area. That's probably one of the more popular right now, LK Metro. And then I'll be close to Treetown. And here's the Nautical again. Not a recommendation. It's just I've stayed there. It's very, very basic, clean-ish, but I'm not that particular. I mean, you'll read the reviews and people are, oh, don't ever stay here at Nautical or this place, Natural Beach. I believe even tonight on a Friday it was listed at $19 US, so call it 25 bucks with tax and all. And somebody will leave a review that, oh, this place had dusty hallways or something. I don't know. I think some people are crazy for what they expect for 19 bucks. Myself, that's why I like that Holiday Inn Express. Again, not because it's an American product, although I do earn good points for a 2-night stay, but I'm not going to pay. I don't even remember. Tonight I think it was 72 bucks, and tomorrow on Saturday 96. That's a big no-go. I'll stay there cash for 35, maybe 45 bucks, and I've stayed there as low as $29. But the weekends and different conventions in town, that will increase the price accordingly. And if you only want first-class options, I 100% understand that. Especially when I'm traveling solo, I like to check out these different places. I could have easily just checked in here to the Nautical. I think it was 30 bucks tonight, I think. But that Tropicana where I'm at, it's one of those, Agoda will list it for, this is a $220 a night room / 92%. Come on in for 27 bucks. Well, I shouldn't want to pay 200 bucks for that place, but for 22 bucks with cash, or whatever it was, 32 bucks, it's fine. Now, I could have stayed on that baht bus. It would have went down to Walking Street and made a left, came over here onto Second Road, but I'm just out for a walk. I do have to get across this jumbled mess. I think there's a crosswalk. Where am I? Okay, that's the base. That's the base condo, so right there should be Kiss Foods. I might later go to the steakhouse right there near Kiss Foods. I think it's Patrick's Steakhouse. Delicious. Now, if you want to splash around in the water, the beach here at Pattaya, not the first choice. It's okay, but yeah, at least go up the way to Jom Tien, maybe 5 miles from here. Way cleaner water. Or you can take the very affordable boat. Is it? I can't remember. It's cheap. 150 baht or something out to Koh Larn. Beautiful, beautiful blue water out there. Just an hour. It's less than an hour away. And there's Patrick's Steakhouse, delicious, but I like Beefeater. He puts out a nice chips and salsa and has it's not cheap, 900 baht I think for a smaller Australian cut steak with vegetables and potatoes. I haven't had it in a while. I think I might just have one right now. And there's that salsa, it's delicious. I just ordered the special, it was 945 baht, can't remember, 300 gram Australian grain-fed steak and portobello mushrooms, I think. I should have took a picture. Well, here, I'll take a picture right here. Australian beef tenderloin, 200 grams, served with portobello mushrooms, sauteed spinach, garlic mash, and a red wine sauce. It's delicious. You know, it's going to be an 1,100 baht meal, but it's going to be delicious. And compared to just a so-so meal, I could be 600 baht many places around town. So I'm going to enjoy myself. It's not super spicy. There's some jalapeno in there. But I hope it's just sweet cherry tomatoes and not sugar, but it has a bit of a sweetness to it. Really good. And I know it's not a huge steak, 200 grams, but it's perfect for me. If I eat 300 grams or more, I need to go take a nap. I'm gonna eat this down, go have a couple of San Miguel's and explore the town. Never had a bad meal here. I'm sure there are 100 good restaurants in Pattaya, but Beefeater has the Eager Expat's stamp of approval. It's just the perfect small amount of meat. Now this is a big piece of prime rib time. Feast your eyes on our flavor. 600 grams of Aussie prime rib. $14.98. I do not need 600 grams of meat, but you might want it. Longhorn Steakhouse, that also has a great reputation. And the Longhorn has a similar special, Australian Black Angus tenderloin, 250 gram, $8.95. That looks pretty good. And there's a bunch of little bars here. This is the side entrance of Soy Diana. There was a rumor started, I've heard it a couple of times, that Princess Diana and Prince Charles visited this area, but there used to be a Hotel Diana here years and years ago. Soy Diana. And we're gonna go up Soy Diana towards Soy Bacau. You'll find the popular LK Metro. And this is definitely a wild town. I don't know how many bars, but it's way past hundreds. This is the Eureka Lodge, a very popular hotel if you want to stay right in the thick of it. But it's never going to be quiet in there, not even at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. There's going to be all kinds of people running up and down the hallways. Plus, it's oftentimes at a premium price. Just so many people come from all around the world and head straight to the Eureka Lodge, no matter the cost. So there you go. There's a little peek around town. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down. There's a lot of people hanging out and don't necessarily want to be filmed. I don't blame them. So come on down, check it out. Pattaya, Thailand. I'm going to head into LK Metro right now, just up on the left, and go to Scooter's Bar, one of my favorite little beer spots. No pressure in there. You can buy ladies' drinks if you'd like, but just good music and good times hanging out with friends. So you take it easy, and more videos on the way. I'll be back in Bangkok soon. We'll see ya.